Grooves in the heart. Grooves in the heart. That's the best song ever. Play it, Frankie. The end of that song is really good too. The way they end that song.
Oh, absolutely.
I love it. Little Groove is in the Heart from Frankie C to get us started on the old AOA podcast.
Just starting out your Wednesday. What the hell?
Come on now. I think we should get a little bass guitar performance at the start of every show. Look at this. What an intro.
Are we going to get struck down because of that? Is that technically?
Oh, I forgot. I wonder. You
Whoops.
never know. You never know with these social medias these days. You really never know. Oh, Will, at last it's time for the podcast. What's up to all my best friends? It's good to have all our best friends here. Boy, we got a jam-packed Wednesday show for you. Here's what's going on. More Kate Middleton drama with her medical records and more fake photos and more everything.
Great.
Story out there. This is one, again, we always do our research. This is one where I read the headline. I go, we'll read this one together. There's a report out there that Donald Trump is actually just going to let Letitia James take Trump Tower.
Oh,
I actually think, well, I'll tell you what I think, and I don't think Frank's going to like it.
What can you say? That's going to make me not. Come on. Where's the bad news?
Don Lemon lost his X show already after one episode. Did you know
he had
that?
an X show?
Yeah, he had an X show, and it's gone. It's already done.
I didn't even think that was a thing.
I know, it's crazy. Did you see the Dodgers viral first pitch with the Korean?
I heard about it. I didn't actually see the pitch.
I've been avoiding talking about that, but it's at the point where we can't avoid talking about it. And last person standing.
Yes.
It incorrectly says last man standing there. I don't know what happened. Somebody put that into my head.
That's interesting. You see, you sexist bastard.
We'll get that fixed in a week from now. All that and more, and maybe more bass playing if we can get Frank to do it. I don't know.
I mean, we're already. Jerk.
Sorry.
We're already struck down for the first thing. Why not keep it going?
Just keep it going. Yeah. Needless to say, we've gone a smidge viral on TikTok, and
yeah, I'm not thrilled about the reason.
Yeah, no, I don't think you were happy at all about it, but
it's kind of a douchey thing. Not gonna lie, you douched it up a bit.
How about this? I'm not gonna disagree with you.
Wait a minute.
We'll talk about that at the end, though. Let's get into the royal land.
Okay.
Two things. We were supposed to have this big announcement, right? Everybody put the embargo on, all this jazz. Day came and went, nothing.
Put the kibosh on the embargo.
Put the kibosh on the embargo. Everybody, okay, let me tell you something what's annoying me on TikTok. First of all, anybody can say anything, which I don't really care for. That's the first thing. Second thing, we have this rash of people. What's the word I'm looking for?
Lots
of people, vast amounts of people.
Sure.
Going with blind items. Now, do you know what a blind item is?
Yeah. You tell a story, but you don't reveal who it's about.
Well, yeah, but also you don't have sources, right? You hear it from one, maybe it's not backed up. You can't 100% confirm it, but you tell it anyway.
Right. You just keep the names out of it.
You just keep the names out. Exactly. Thank you. A lot of people are doing that now, and it's really blown up and gotten out of control with the Kate Middleton thing because of all the rumors that are going on. And I feel like the one girl who does the blind items all the time started this, who Cuddles loves, by the way. And I will say she has scooped a couple of things. She hasn't been dead wrong.
You get them right every now and then. There used to be a website. It was like a magazine on the internet. It was called Delisted.
Okay.
.com. I think it went out. It went away like a year or so ago. But it was going for a while, and one of their big things was blind items. But it was like they would hit the nail on the head a lot, and it would come out later that they were right and all this stuff. And I don't know what happened to the site. That they shut it down, the owner shut it down, whatever happened. But they used to get it right a lot. So people could say, when is it a blind item versus a conspiracy theory? How do you know? What's the difference, basically? Conspiracy theory, I guess you put the names in it.
I guess so. And one's a theory and the other one's a story, right? So one's what you think might
Yeah,
happen.
but the story is a theory if it's not confirmed.
Yeah, true. Yeah, because it could easily fall right into theory land, right?
Yeah, I mean, if it's
Sometimes.
not true or it's not proven or whatever, you don't have sources, then it's just a theory.
Yeah. Agreed. Well, all that's happening now, and I feel like it's gotten like way out of control. I mean, so this whole there's an embargo, and the BBC is going to have a big story, and there's a press conference and all that jazz. It's all a lie. I mean, there's none of it's happening, and I don't think it's going to happen. I honestly don't know if the royal family is ever going to comment on this Kate Middleton stuff. I think they're just going to wait it out till it goes away.
I don't think it's going to go away, though. And then the first time they're in front of a mic or a camera, it's going to be the first thing that's asked.
You're
Even
right.
if it's a year from now, they're going to be like, oh, what the hell was that last year?
Yeah, you're right. And I don't know. I wonder if they're going to address it then even. But I think like this whole massive press conference to explain what's been going on with Kate Middleton, I don't think that is ever coming. You're right. They might have to answer for it when they talk to the press for the first time at some other thing.
Whatever it is, it's going to come out. Whatever it is, they have to have something ready to say.
Yeah.
Whether it's BS or not, they're going to have an answer.
They are. But I just don't think that they're going to start it. I don't think they're going to initiate it. I don't think they're going to be the ones to be like, hey, everybody, we're going to clear the air on all of this. I just don't think it's going to happen now because it would have happened.
No, well, I think they're sticking by there. We're waiting until after Easter. That we still haven't gotten past Easter yet, and that was the not deadline, but that was the
when she comes back.
When she's back in the public, in the spotlight. I'm gonna be out of commission until after Easter, and then I'm sure everybody be like, hey, now what? Where are you? And maybe they'll come. If they keep quiet after that, then it's like, all right, what's going on? But I'm sure something will happen after Easter. I mean, was this thing that this supposed announcement that they were going to make today, was that confirmed by them or was that a rumor?
It was a rumor.
Oh, all right. So we're not. This wasn't ever.
It was a blind item. It was a blind item from people that were like, I've spoken to people at the BBC, and they know what's happening. They're not saying, but they know that they're clearing airspace and whatever for Wednesday. There's going to be a big press conference, and it never happened.
All right.
Again, I just don't. Maybe you're right. Maybe they'll wait till Easter, but like until then, I don't think we're going to get it.
I don't think so. Yeah, until after Easter. I think they're going to stick to that, and they're going to say, "We told you." After Easter. I don't know why everybody thought Wednesday. I don't know what made everybody think we were going to say something before. We said after Easter.
Right. So it's coming back after Easter, and that's the last of it. There's a new not a new fake photo, but there's another fake photo coming out of the royal family, which is, I guess not so surprising, but it was a photograph of Prince Archie's christening.
Okay.
It's got the whole royal family there, Harry and whoever Harry's wife is. I forget her name.
Meghan.
Thanks.
Markle.
That's it. You got it.
Yep.
And Getty Images has re-examined the photo from August of 2022 and found that it is digitally enhanced, and they have since taken it down from their service.
Man, but I get the whole it's digitally enhanced, so it's not real thing, but I feel like we're in the age of every photo that goes out there is touched up or whatever in some way. We're in that era. I mean, forget AI. I mean, AI by itself is going to be, every photo is going to be like questionable because of AI. But the fact that, we're in the era of just Kardashians. Every photo is,
the Kardashians ushered the era in.
They did,
They did.
Every photo has got to be photoshopped, airbrushed, touched up, shrunk, and moved. They're all messed with. I mean, and when people don't like a photo, you have every right to go in there and mess with it a little bit if you want. I guess the only difference with this is it's Kate. You know, everybody's wondering if she was in the spotlight and she messed with her photos, then it's probably nobody would question it. But the fact that she's missing and disappeared or whatever,
Right.
then it's like ridiculous.
I agree. Like, I don't know. I mean, I honestly don't know the last time we put like a photo out that wasn't like digitally enhanced. Like, in fact, I think the clip of not the clip, the photo of that we put at the end of all of our clips, maybe not all of them. That was digitally, and there was a part of your arm that was missing. I can't remember if it was your hand or I think you're going like this. I have to find it. And like, but this part was cut off. And so that was AI. That was an AI drawn.
You gave me an AI elbow?
Yeah, I think you got an AI elbow.
Oh, you see, I didn't sign off on that. I don't know.
You didn't. But you didn't sign off on most of what you've been caught up in revolving around this podcast.
That's true.
To be fair,
I gotta talk to my agent.
Yeah, none of it's really been signed off on ever.
You got a lawsuit on your hands, my friend.
A lot of them. A lot of them. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Is this it?
Show me my AI elbow. I want to see if they got anything right. I have, a freckle here. I don't know which elbow you got, but did they get everything right? Did they get the hairs and the freckles?
Yeah. You know what? This is going to be anticlimactic now. It's not as drastic as I remember.
Oh, well, it's weird that it's like this.
So
like this, it's like,
What's weird is you would think your hand is so huge in this photograph compared to your face.
It's bigger than Janine's head.
Yeah, you would think that it was your hand, but that's a real hand. I think it was. Can you see that square box?
Yeah.
I think it was this on that is fake, which you can kind of see when you really draw a lot of attention to it.
That's brutal. Yeah, it doesn't look like the top of my wrist is in the sleeve. It just looks like a weird gray mess.
In fact, I think this part of you also is fake.
I don't even know which shirt that is. I can't even. I don't even think that's my. Look at my shoulders. I look like a linebacker. I look like I'm wearing shoulder pads.
Hey, AI thinks you're a big bulky dude. You should be.
I could send you a picture of me going like this if you need it. I don't know why you had to implore the AI machine here.
I don't know. I think we were in a rush, like most things are. We were
could have got one of me smiling. I mean,
yeah, I know.
Like serious bastard.
I don't know why I thought this was a good photo choice for it.
That's really you did me dirty here.
A little bit, and I apologize for that. I will say
that shirt looks like I pulled off couch upholstery and wrapped, like I draped myself in velvet.
Wouldn't you want to be draped in velvet?
If it were socially acceptable.
I have to talk about this too, because I wish we would have waited for Janine. So when we put this photo out to be cutesy, this is the photo where I photoshopped Frank, myself, and Janine's face onto Kate Middleton's kids, or her alleged kids, if we're going to believe anything she says.
Right.
And I will say, because we were texting in the group chat, and Janine is like, Frank's face is hilarious in this. Frank's face is the best one. Frank's face came out the best. Here's what happened. I did
hid my massive forehead is what you did.
No. I did your face first. And then I spent 4.5 hours of my life looking for a photo of Janine where she's looking straight into a camera. I'm telling you, it doesn't exist.
Where'd you get this one? Did you AI it?
No. None of this is AI, by the way, which you could obviously tell. But here's the thing: yours, I don't know what the light. Like, see, the lighting on mine is so blown out; it doesn't look good. My head is turned slightly wrong. Like her head is turned slightly wrong. Yours, everything just aligned perfectly with yours.
I mean, if you want to say that, sure, but I just have a huge face on that small head.
A little bit. I mean, it's comical. It's funny looking, especially because when you look at like your eyes, like the size of your eyes, nose, and mouth compared to the kid's fingers is.
How'd you get me without glasses?
I don't know.
Where did you get this picture of me?
Something I got to tell you, Frank. You know that little vase on your mantle.
Last time I invite anybody over.
There's a camera in there.
Good.
We've been all watching you for years.
Oh,
No,
shit.
I don't know. It's on. I don't know. I got it from somewhere
You
on your
pulled it off on my social medias, right? My
on your
Facebook or
Facebook.
something.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. On
You
your Facebook page.
jerk.
And it just looks so great. So I did. Honest, I swear to you, yours was done in 30 to 45 seconds, and then I really spent maybe not 4 hours, but I really spent close to an hour just staring at photos of Janine, looking for the perfect one where she's looking dead on into the camera, and I could not find it. This was the closest I can get, which, as you can see, her head is tilted and she's down a little bit. And so after that, I got so tired that I just pulled the first photo of myself that I could find, and I'm doing it. So I could have literally just snapped a photo of myself and opted not to do that, and said just to fucking fix the first photo I found. And I got so tired and I was done with it. But yours came out the best looking.
I mean, relatively.
Yeah, it's good. It's, and I'm telling you, it took 2 seconds. It really wasn't hard to do at all. It's unbelievable how much your face fit on this kid's face.
Is say that. So can you blame Kate Middleton for touching up her photos? It takes 2 seconds. You obviously enjoyed doing it.
Yeah, it's fun to do. Honestly, it's fun to do. And listen, as somebody, I mean, just as a background, if you're like, when this all comes from radio days, because if let me break down a little radio fourth wall for everybody. We do everything when it comes to radio. Like, there's no like graphics department.
You know all the credits you see at the end of a TV show? Take them all away and make it 3 people. That's who runs a radio show. Maybe.
That's who.
Most of the time, it's one person. If it's a big radio show, like a morning show, 3, maybe 4. That's
I was going to say
hosts.
It's one per, yeah, you're right. You're right. But for most radio shows, like not in a major, not like in New York or LA, you're talking about one person per show. And if you want to talk about 3 people, that's probably per radio station. Like my old radio station, 3, I'm happy to say this because I don't give a shit ever, but 3 people literally not only run one radio station, but run the whole 3 radio stations. Like out of 3 radio stations, there's like 5 people that run
it's
3 radio
bare bones
stations.
usually. It really is. When you get, the thing is, when you work there at a radio station, you have multiple jobs. You're doing, if you're the promotions person, you're not only doing promotions, you're doing the website, you're doing the social media, you're doing, and if you're the DJ, you're not just the DJ, you're the production guy, you're the this guy, you're the that guy. So everybody has multiple jobs when you work in a radio station.
Thank you. Yes, that's true. So the point is, I learned all this crap because you had to. Like, I learned websites and Photoshop. I learned all this stuff doing radio just out of bare necessity. Like, you had to like know how to do it. But when I tell you, would spend hours trying to do things like Photoshop stuff, touch things up, create backgrounds where I needed them, like all that, it would take hours, Frank. Now it's literally like one button. You hit the little AI thing on Photoshop, and it's just
your AI thing. You're addicted to that. You take the art out of it.
Yeah, like building.
You don't enjoy the creation of it though. Like, instead of hitting AI, you don't enjoy creating the background and maybe drawing it. See, I like the drawing part of stuff, like creating
when you're drawing,
art.
You're creating art. What I'm talking about is like, oh, I want this to go here, but the back doesn't match. So how do I make the background match? I'm talking about, like, I don't know.
No, I get what you mean. You're doing it for utility purposes, not for
yes,
create a big work of art. You're doing it to get it done.
Utility artist. There's differences in that. So to circle something and just have it pop up in 3 seconds, oh my God, it's life changing. It's fucking life changing. By the way, okay, here's another thing, an old radio thing. I used to do the morning show, but I used to be the commercial guy. So I used to have to make all the commercials that were on the station, which most of your radio people do. Now there's a thing where you literally upload a voice and it fixes everything. When I tell you, we used to have people come in and then we used to have to work on a simple 60-second voiceover for like 3.5 hours to get it to sound good enough to go on the radio. Now is one click of a button. It's insane.
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
And you could change their voice if you want. You can make them sound like a completely different person in one click.
Oh yeah.
It
Oh,
changes the
completely.
whole thing.
Yeah. But I'm telling you, like, and we, in a radio studio, like you would imagine, like you have the, the wall treatment and stuff like I have behind me, and you have all these things and padded walls and double, airtight ceiling, soundproofing, all this jazz. Now you could literally record somebody's voice on an iPhone, upload it to this voice fixing thing, and it sounds like it's coming from a studio. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's good if you want to just get something done. It's bad for a talent that's
Oh yeah.
that has the talent and spends the time. Like if someone's a voice artist, now they're competing with AI. They're like,
Yeah.
oh, I can do a voice and I could do, hey, Dodge is your number one, whatever the hell. And then someone who doesn't have that talent, natural voice talent, will just say, hey, Dodge is your number one dealer, blah, 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 blah. They put it in AI and it sounds like it's right out of a commercial, and they're competing with the naturally talented people. It's bad in that sense, but I guess it's good for the other side of it, which is just quicker and gets it done.
Gets it done, yeah. And it's also less gatekeepy. Like, back in the day, like I mean, when you think about all the shit that we did just to get an air shift, the amount of like bullshit work we had to do just to earn that time
Yeah.
from some dick who was in no position to give it to us.
Right.
Now it's like you can just go out there and get it yourself. So there's good parts and bad parts to
All
it.
right, here's a question for you. So, like, AI is replacing talent for the most part. Would you, if you had the choice to go to a movie that was created completely AI, but it featured like actors that you would know, like let's say the next Mission Impossible movie comes out, and Tom Cruise is in it, but it's him AI. They just did it all AI. Would you prefer that, or would you prefer a movie made with Tom Cruise himself doing the stunts and doing the acting, or would you not care? You're muted.
Sorry.
That's
Professional.
all right.
Sorry. I've only been doing this for 24 years. Tom Cruise's AI?
So if the whole movie is 100% AI, Tom Cruise has nothing to do with it, but his image is in it.
Okay,
And
so
it's his
script is
voice,
AI, editing is AI, his acting,
whole thing.
he's AI, the whole thing is AI.
Yeah. Would you be in favor of that, or would you rather the movie was made Tom Cruise himself? They might digital. There's CGI stuff in it, but it's him doing stunts. It's just like they've been making the Mission Impossible movies. Or would it feel like? Because to me, it would feel like why not just watch a cartoon? If nobody's actually acting and doing the work, it's
Well,
like someone's
all right.
drawing it.
That's a great question. I mean, here's how I feel about it. I mean, I think I feel the way most people I think would feel, which is AI is best used when it's used to assist human beings.
Well,
When it's
everybody can excuse it. Like if when you say it's used to assist human beings, a human being is making a movie and they could get it cheaper and quicker if they just AI it rather than go
No.
through months of filming.
I see what you're saying, but what I'm saying is it's people. Like my answer is it's people, because AI is only good when it's used to help people. When you just put AI in the driver's seat and say, "Go ahead and make everything," I don't think it's good.
No. I mean, like the person. Let's say I'm the creator of the movie. I don't know, whoever wrote and directed. Let's use a different movie. I don't care. Any movie.
Okay.
Next Schwarzenegger movie, whatever, an action movie. And I said, you know what? Instead of hiring actors and going on sets and going to locations, I'm just going to make the whole movie in a computer. I'm going to have the image AI generated. It's going to look like Schwarzenegger, exactly like, you're not going to tell the difference. It's going to sound just like him. I'll record the voices myself, and then I'll just hit a button, and it'll sound like Schwarzenegger. Boom, 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 boom. The whole thing's done in a week. Would you go to that? Would you want to see that movie, or would you rather see the movie with actual Schwarzenegger in it, or would you not care?
Two things. One, I actually did something like this with Taylor Swift voice, where I recorded my voice, and then this computer turned it into Taylor Swift. It wasn't flawless, but I was like, oh my God, they're probably a couple months away from making this downright perfect.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it was crazy. Second thing, what's the difference between that, what you're describing, and Avatar? Because when you think about it, Avatar is entirely made up in a made up world. The only thing he had the actors act with the capture thing, so you could see their facial expressions.
Well,
But
that's the thing. They're acting. They're doing the work. They're
right,
there.
but he turned that into totally computer generated imagery. So
Yeah. No, I mean, well, that's different. That's creating an alien planet and stuff that doesn't exist in real life.
right, you're saying real life, but I'm well, all right. But the point, granted, but the point I'm making is it's kind of already happening. And what would be the difference?
Well, that's the thing. Would you want to see? I mean, the difference probably we wouldn't even notice the difference if we, if nobody told us, and they said, "This, just go see this new Schwarzenegger movie,"
Yeah.
and we weren't told this is all AI. We probably wouldn't know. But the difference is hundreds of people that didn't get to work on the movie.
Yeah.
The
So not
actors
even
aren't in the
that.
movie.
Not even that to give you my full answer, which I love this question so much. Is I just think there is something about people that inherently we can see, even if it's not on the screen. Like, even if it's not flashing in your eyes, meaning no matter how great AI is and will eventually get, there's something in a person's performance that I think connects with people that again, we just don't you don't it subliminally connects with us. You're saying that could be even replicated, even that could be replicated.
Yeah, because ums and uhs and all this the facial expressions, everything is gonna, if they can. We're in the very beginning stages of this, and
Yeah.
even now, it's pretty close.
You're right.
5 years from now, it's probably going to be perfect.
Like I think about The Holdovers, which is an actor's actor movie. Like that
Yeah.
was all performance from all of those actors. It's just purely performance. That's a great question. I don't know. I think, well, I know my answer is still with people because there's a genuineness and authenticity I think we always strive for. Like we okay CGI, excuse me. We accept CGI even when it's not great because we in a split second of watching something on a movie, we understand, well, it would be difficult to blow up the White House. So I understand if it doesn't look that great, but I get what they're trying to say. We excuse that stuff in our minds.
Right.
Right. But I don't think we would excuse that at all from a person, from a human being out there trying to act that stuff out.
I think you're right in the fact that we would, in our minds, we would say, well, this isn't real. If we were told, if we were told this is an AI movie, there are no real people were filmed in this movie, then I'd be like, well, and no real voices, no real anything. I'd be like, all right, well, then there's no heart in it. It's just, but who knows? What if it's like really good and there's so much emotion and who knows? Maybe it's someone's doing a better.
Well, somebody's going to do it. I wonder how it's going to be received because I could see people going like, hold on a second. I'm not going to give that movie my money.
But I think the only difference would be in your mind. You'd go, I'd rather see a real person act this out because I'm a real person and I will relate to it. Watching this movie and watching a computer act it out doesn't have the same impact in my mind.
I agree with that.
So I think that's the only difference.
Because again, like I said, we make all these decisions. These are split-second decisions that we don't even really think about because we accept that if they're going to blow up the Empire State Building, the White House, the whatever, it has to be fake and made up. Like we have that deal going into movies. Like we have a deal with the pigeons. Like it's the same thing.
Yeah. No, we take everything with a grain of salt because we know they didn't really do this. They didn't really bring back dinosaurs. So
but it's also because it's also what I'm saying is also because it's backed up by real emotion from a human being. That's why we buy into that kind of stuff.
Right.
If you don't have that, I don't know if you would get the buy-in from people. Well, that's why all this writer strike stuff, the big problem was not so much in what you're describing, but in like background. I mean, it was also like leading people and all that, but they wanted to replace background actors with AI, which they could already do. So they say, like it would have been the kind of thing where they were like, this isn't something that we're talking about a threat 5 or 10 years from now. This could be happening.
So just people walking around in the background of a movie, they could just AI the crap out of it, and we wouldn't know the difference.
Yeah, because what is that really other than just scenery?
Yeah, I mean,
You know,
has
you're
to
not
look
really.
real.
Yeah, it has to look real, but you're not really getting all the perform. Like, I mean, let's be honest, they're already doing it. You watch any movie that takes place in a stadium, there's not 20,000 people there. There's like 400 people that they've multiplied and switched up and put all over
Oh,
the
yeah.
place. You know what I mean? So, you know, some of that kind of stuff is already happening to a degree. So,
It's just how much of it are we going? I mean, how much of it is the society going to accept, and how much of it? I mean, can we do anything about it? I don't think there's going to be any stopping it. The problem is how much will it take over?
that's a great. I'd love to think about that. It's a fucking great question.
You know, is it going to take over the entire entertainment industry where there's just no where movies are just made overnight and it's just, you know, you type in a scenario into AI and you go boom and it creates an hour and a half movie for you, and then it's done. All effects, all acting, everything's in there. You create the all right. Hey AI, write me a movie. You know, create a hour and a half movie about, you know, a spy that goes to this country and does this and comes back, falls in love, all this stuff, boom, 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 and then the movie's done in 20 minutes.
Yeah, because I want to say it wouldn't be received well, but then again, just like
you would know if it's not even if you can't tell.
if you can't tell, and just like we talk about with gatekeeping, I mean, there's probably, I mean, again, you're in a talent business, right? You know this because, you know, back in the day, there was like 5 people on the radio and probably another 3,500 people that could have done it just as well, but they didn't for whatever reason. They didn't have access, they didn't work their way up, you know, whatever it was. Now that everybody can do a podcast, look at what has happened. Like there's so much more people like us that have found a way to do this without having to go through the gatekeepers. So I say the same thing for filmmakers. Like, what if they're, yeah, we have Scorsese and Spielberg and all the people that we love and Greta and all these, even like these emerging people, but there's probably a good other 1,000, 2,000, 10,000 people that could probably make a film if they could only do it through AI. So my point is, what if the next Spielberg is that person who can just do it through AI with the assistance of AI? And
is that the next Spielberg?
But that's what I'm saying. Like, what if they create a concept or they make something that's so unbelievable that you're like, wow, this is crazy. And they otherwise would have not been able to have access to film school, film equipment, all that jazz if it wasn't for those tools. What if we find the next great filmmaker because of that?
Yeah, but the problem there is it's not them making the film. It may be them writing it a little,
Right.
but the making of the film comes out of the computer. Like Spielberg and them, they're not making movies out of the computer. They may be making like some set dressing and effects, but they're, you know, the actors are there and they're building animatronics and they're, you know, they're creating these things. They are the computer making.
Right, but you're right. But I would say, what if, to argue the point, what if he writes the whole thing, and then what if he edits it, and then what if he goes, I don't want to put the camera here, AI. I want to put the camera here, and then I want to still, like, what if he goes through and adds all those human elements, those touches, and
Right.
and makes a beautiful film that everybody loves? I'll tell you how you do it. You put it out. You don't tell anybody until the Oscars, and then you go, guess what? One of the movies in the past year was completely made with AI.
You know, I don't know what would happen, what kind of reaction that would get.
After people have gone out and seen it, like after, like that's the only way I think you could actually sell it. Because if you say, hey, this movie is made complete with AI, I think you're going to get people who are curious, but I think main street people, Joe and Jane public, aren't going to go see that kind of a movie because they'll hate it.
Well, you also have to get probably licensed. Like if you're gonna put a movie star in it, someone famous, You have
Yeah.
to get their permission to use their image and stuff.
Well, that's a big part of all of this is like what's my likeness and what can you use and what can't you use and what's
Unless you just
me.
create, yeah, unless all the AI is creating completely new people that nobody's ever seen.
Right. Like right, true. Could you imagine? Could you
I don't see
imagine
why not.
if that's how it's done? If like the next movie star is not like an actual real person?
It's just a computer generated thing that lives on a computer.
We would buy it in 2 seconds. Like, the action star of that new movie is from Australia. Okay, we never seen it before. All right, I get it.
Yeah.
That's where we import all our action stars from. So
Yeah.
we'd fall for that hook, line, and sinker.
I never saw them in real life.
Yeah, we've lost control. I don't know what's happening in the live chat. All I know is Paul used the hashtag casting couch, and then said didn't sleep with so and so. I don't know what's happening in the live chat right now.
Oh boy. Yeah, the AI discussion has gone a little off the rails.
DJ Shenanigans, I think celebs will lose their digital rights and their likeness will be used for years after they pass. Well, there's a couple of interesting things to that even. It's like, okay, so I'm the family of Billy Crystal, and then Billy Crystal dies, but I could still make money off of Billy Crystal by making Billy Crystal movies. I think that's something that somebody would want their family. It's like like you look at Bruce Springsteen just sold his catalog, and then you look at Billy Joel, who's like, I'm not going to sell my catalog because I want my family to live off of this money for years to come. Right. What if actors could now do that, where their likeness is their catalog?
Wasn't there a rumor once or a something where Bruce Willis was going to sell his likeness?
I think you're right.
Like a year or two ago, it was but it never happened. Something I don't know why, but it never happened. So that he could be AI'd into movies in the future. I don't think that ever happened. I don't think that came to fruition. But yeah, I'm sure actors would love to live on in movies well beyond their lifetime.
And we're already opening up this Pandora's box because again, like The Irishman. Like all the stuff that they did there.
I mean, they were in it. All they did, I mean, to be fair, in The Irishman, they were there. They were sitting there. They were doing the scene. They were acting. They were voicing it.
Right.
They just took the wrinkles out of their face.
What about, wasn't one of the last Terminators where they had like a AI Arnold to look younger so he could play off of the older Arnold? And
well, there, in one of the Star Wars movies called Rogue One, there's an actor who was since passed away. He passed away in, I think, the early 90s. But he was in the original Star Wars movie, episode 4. They brought his image back and his voice and everything back for Rogue One. And there was a guy who kind of looked like him. They did the same thing with Carrie Fisher in Rogue One.
No, don't spoil everything. Jesus Christ.
Well, the movie's freaking 7 years old already. I mean, anyway. Well, okay, I'll go with the actor who's in it. The actor who's in it is what the heck is his real name? Anyway, he's in it, and in the first movie,
Mercury's not helping either.
Didn't they bring back her? Yeah, right, exactly. So they had a guy who stand in and who looked like him and spoke a little bit like him, and did the lines and was dressed like him and everything. And they had the dots all over his face and the computer thing on his face. And they just replaced it with the original actor's face, and they tweaked his voice, and it looked and sounded like the original guy.
That's crazy.
I mean, I don't know how they got. I mean, the original actor is long gone. I guess they had the permission to use his likeness for this.
Who do you go to for that? The family, I guess.
His family, I guess.
Well, and then here's the other argument: is it that actor or is it that character? You know what I mean? Like.
Right. Well,
is it Tom Cruise or is it Jack Reacher? Like, what is it?
Well, James Earl Jones had to sign over his voice rights because he's no longer voicing Darth Vader. Darth Vader continues to be voiced. He's in Star Wars stuff right now, and it sounds like James Earl Jones, but James Earl Jones retired his voice work. He's like 91 or 2 or something like that. He retired his stuff, but he signed over the voice rights to Lucasfilm or whatever it is, and they're AI generating his voice for Darth Vader.
Oh, so it's not another actor; it's their actor. Wow.
It's his voice generated through a computer.
All right, Rose asked a good question. How do we know you, Frankie, are that AI people? Are you? Is this? I
Am
don't
I
even know if
AI?
it's. I don't know if it's Frank or if it's AI Frank. I have no idea.
Because I mean, we're live. I don't think does AI have live capabilities right now?
Would AI tell us if it did?
That's a good point. Yeah, if I were recorded, maybe. I think we're at the recorded. I don't know if AI could do it live yet, but I don't know. Maybe.
DJ Shenanigans brings up a great point. And remember Tony's mom in The Sopranos, dude.
That was
Talk
rough.
about. Yeah, but okay. Tell me if you disagree. So for people who don't know, the actress, I forget her name, who played Tony Soprano's mom, dies before they could film season 3. She dies after season 2. They had to put her. She was written into season 3, right? And then they kill her off in the series early on, right? So she's.
Spoiler alert.
Sorry, I did do that. Somebody spoiled Breaking Bad for me today. I'm not over it.
Are you kidding me?
Told me the end, yeah. It wasn't. They didn't. I shouldn't say that. I was walking, and this guy was having a conversation, and I overheard it, and I was like, "Fuck."
And you haven't seen Breaking Bad? You suck.
No, I don't even know if I could ever watch it because it's so. Now it's. I feel
It's
like
it's still worth it.
Is it okay? I feel like I've had shows ruined, but I've forgotten. I wonder if I can forget this over time. I don't know because
You might, but it's still worth the journey.
Yeah. So, anyway, so Nancy Marchand, I think is her name. She dies, and so they put her in this scene, and everybody was like, "How is this going to happen?" And when I was watching it at the time, I was like, "This is amazing." And now I watch it, and I go, "Holy shit, that's embarrassing."
It is.
It is so blatantly obvious. Her head is just cut off from some previous season where she's saying shit, and this shit that she's saying is so nonsensical.
It's like you know what it reminds me of? Remember on Conan when they put like they reel out a TV and they put the person's cut out face and they have the mouth from someone else.
I used
That's
to
what it
love
reminded
that.
me.
Oh, those are so good. Those are so good.
Like. But that was the technology back then.
Yeah, but when
if
we
they
were
could do it
watching
now, yeah,
it was amazing. But now you look at it like everything, the lighting is off, the everything is off, everything is horrible on it.
Yeah,
which I can't
you
believe they
excuse it
haven't.
because it's a TV show too.
Probably, I can't believe they haven't fixed that though. Now that it's on now that it's on Max, and so many people are rewatching it. Did you know that they replaced an actress on that show, and now it's like you never see the original. It's only on. There's only clips available online.
Which actress?
Do you remember so spoiler alert.
Oh boy.
Give everybody a second to tune away from this.
Sopranos spoiler.
Sopranos spoiler. I miss The Sopranos too, Rose. I watch it all the time. Now I keep putting it back on. So the FBI agent who makes friends with what's her name was that famous actress with the big mouth who was in the water football movie with Adam Sandler. What's her name?
No, it wasn't. Was it her? Fairuza Balk?
What's her name?
Fairuza Balk?
Yeah. Because if you see that storyline at the end of one she shows up at the end of one season, and then the storyline picks up in the next season. She gets replaced, and they actually went back and refilmed her scenes because it was only 2 scenes. One where she gets called into the FBI office, and then the other one where she runs into Adriana at the store. They've refilmed her scenes, and now that's all you see. But if you go online, you can see the originals with her in it. It's
why would they replace? That's weird. I wonder why.
She probably got a movie. It wasn't malicious. I think she got like a movie or something or whatever, and wasn't available to film the new season.
They couldn't keep her in. Okay.
Yeah. So they just replaced her with somebody else. I don't know if they've ever actually said, but I'm assuming that's what it was. Probably something light like that, like not a big deal. So anyway, I'm glad we covered all this Kate Middleton.
So that's Kate Middleton. But I got that.
The only other part of this Kate Middleton, which is great because we were going to zip through all these things and get to Last Man Standing. The only other part of Kate Middleton was 3 people in the hospital that she was in tried to steal her medical records.
That's right, and yeah, that's bad news. Now, I heard Erin was telling me that. I mean, it's sacred everywhere. You're not supposed, medical records, but especially in England, it's like no matter who you are, doesn't they're locking it down. Everything's locked down. and they take it very seriously. And over here too, everywhere. I mean, that the medical field, it's everything's private. You're not supposed to, give out that information. Now they tried, right? They tried to what's the word? Steal, I guess, her medical information.
Infiltrate it, whatever.
Yeah, scam it. I don't know, steal it, whatever. And they couldn't. They didn't. Right? Nothing was released. They stopped it before it happened.
So far as we know right now, I feel like something like that could change. Who knows if they really actually got it or not?
Right.
It's hard to tell at this point.
Well, if they got it, it's not released.
No, they haven't released it. They haven't put it out.
Yeah.
Or have they? Hold on. This is just coming in.
Stop it. Don't do it. Stop you right here. Should we go over that, or do you want to go to the next topic?
No, let's go over that very, very quickly. And then remind me to get back to Rose's comment, because we have to address Rose's comment before we move on. The thing with that is, and this is why I hate the current world, and we don't usually do this, but I couldn't resist with the Kate Middleton thing for several reasons. I didn't enjoy doing that bit. I thought it would be fun.
You clearly did.
Well, I laughed at it. I still think it's funny. I mean, but I didn't like love it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not, when I die and I meet my maker and he goes, "What was your top 5 bits?" That's not going to be in the list. Okay. But I knew it would get a lot of attention, and that's what plus I thought it would be fun for most people. I didn't think as many people wouldn't like it as they did.
It was one of those, we're all on the edge of our seats wondering what's happening.
Yeah.
And then you come out with this very serious, if you would have said, "Oh, she has a broken leg or something not so serious," we would have been like, "Oh man, oh, funny Joe, haha."
Wouldn't have worked though.
No, I get it. It still didn't work.
It had to be.
Did it work?
Well, it works because we're going viral on TikTok and we're picking up a ton of followers from it.
At what cost, Anthony?
I know Frank hates this. Frank hates this, and he's right. I don't love it, But all right, but
does everybody know what we're talking about?
Well, the last episode, you're right. We should set the table. The last episode, I came on and I said, Kate Middleton has. I acted like I was getting like breaking news, and I was like, Kate Middleton has died, and I went on to read this thing, and Frank is freaking out, and he's. By the way, I love your response because one, it was utter disappointment in me, which is great, and two, you did what every human being would do. You grabbed your phone, which is, I know you're telling me, but I don't believe you. Which is great.
Yeah, something like that. I gotta see. Well, in our group chats, when a celebrity passes away, we throw out a picture, go R.I.P. whoever, and I go no, and then I go right to my phone and I go on social media and I go, "This is true," and then it's everywhere, and I go,
"You have to see it for yourself." It's like a human instinct, which was so great that you did it. But I knew if you could, I mean, it's a talent. That's a talent. Like, I know what's going to hit and work, right? People may not like that. For most of the time, we use it for good to tell you what's happened during the day in a fun way. But in this particular instance, I did use it for evil. But it was true. And here's my bigger point. And I'm not trying to guess like this or pull the blame off of me. I take all the blame. I don't give a shit. But I knew it would work on social media. Like, we're at such a standstill in our TikTok growth. And I'm like, I knew this would work. And it did. It blew up, and people are going crazy over it, and we're gaining more followers from it.
So what did you title it?
I didn't title it anything. I mean, I did put a live news flash thing in the corner, which doesn't really. I put a little news flash thing in the corner there.
Okay, so
because again, I knew that would sell it on, and that's the thing. It's a clip. Everybody knows what TikTok Live looks like. It doesn't look like that, but people are still buying into it. Now, I would hope that most people would take it like some people have taken it, which is, "Oh my God, you got me. Holy shit, that was funny. I can't believe you did that." Which is what it's supposed to be. That's what pranks are. Pranks are making you feel one thing and then going, "Nah, just kidding."
Pranks are one thing. I get. Yeah, pranks are all fun and games. Pranks are harmless.
But it doesn't work unless it's something that is built in something serious. And the amount of people, and I'm being genuine here, I almost called my mom. The amount of people that were mean to me over this is unbelievable.
It's believable.
It's one person goes, you should go to jail for this. I'm like, now keep in mind, it is literally 23 seconds. This is not we put it out there and let it hang out there for a while. And then the next day when like, we're just kidding. It's a 23-second joke that we fully reveal is a joke 23 seconds in. And people are like, you should go to jail for this. Like, what are you talking about? What are you talking? And then one person goes, well, not one person, hundreds of people go, karma is going to get you for this. And I'm like, are you wishing death on me? Because
no, they're wishing someone does a practical joke and fucks with your head.
Oh, is that one person goes, how would you feel if this was done to you? I'm like, I would just cry in my money. If I'm Kate Middleton, I would just cry in my money. I would be fine with it. Like I swear to God, Frank, you know I'm not a bullshit artist. This wouldn't bother me one bit. Now, if my kids saw it, that would bother me. But I don't think we're in any we're not in any world where the AOA podcast, as much as I love it, is going to reach the royal children and alarm them in any way, shape, or form.
Well, how many views did that video get?
A lot of views.
Hundreds of thousands?
Hundreds of thousands, yeah. And it's still going. By the way, something weird about the TikTok algorithm. It blew up. And we got a lot of comments and things, and then it slowed a little, and then it blew up again. And I'm thinking, and it had to have blown up in England because the amount of what's wrong with these Americans that we started to get was absurd.
Ouch.
And I literally wrote back every single person, and I said, we all think this way about your shitty little country and love America.
Dude, what are you doing, man? We got to take you got a little too much power. You're a little power hungry. We got to take your power away a little bit because you're getting to the point where you've gone quite mad.
Jags girl, these people need to be criminally charged. And that got
these people, don't pull me into that. It was just the two of us on. So don't say it was me and him. It's one person needs to be criminally charged.
My favorite thing has to do with you, and I'm going to get to that last.
Oh, good.
That's not funny at all. Shame. Somebody wrote shame with an exclamation point. Look.
Oh, we believe you.
Shame.
Shame.
And I responded with not even a little bit, which is a valid question.
Anybody like your response?
Mm-hmm. What?
Anybody like your response?
Nope.
Okay.
I got a few laughs, but the amount of people. I mean, some people did like it. Like user 74146524971772.
So a real person then.
Yep. Lots of smile, lots of laughing emojis, and says you guys are just too much.
Spelled too wrong, but all right, I'm with you.
Don't criticize the people that are on our side, Frank. We can't afford to lose anybody at this point.
Oh, you mean user 2518721?
Just because I haven't picked a name yet doesn't mean that they're not legitimate.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is that Mr. or Mrs. 2578121?
But people said it was a sick joke. I don't think it's a sick joke. It was just a joke. The amount of non humor in this world is alarming. Like, seriously, it's alarming. It's just a joke. It's not real.
You got to know the audience too. I think if everybody watching is on the edge of their seat, looking for an update on Kate Middleton and looking and worried and you come out as a trusted member of the entertainment world and you go, hey, yeah, she's dead. Everybody's going to go, holy shit. And then get their heart broken for that 23 seconds.
It's 23 seconds though. You know, it's not,
I got you.
And then here, look, well, somebody called me a hole and put the poop emoji. but Becky
That's
liked
valid.
it.
That's valid.
And then people started going after Becky. Like, leave Becky alone.
Wait, Becky said that. What did Becky liked the joke?
Becky goes, that was hilarious. I said, thank you, Becky. And then people got on Becky. Like,
You're
no,
welcome.
it wasn't.
No, it wasn't. It was a joke. Okay. Well, there's one. No, it wasn't. It was a joke. Okay.
Yeah, this one person said, OMG, LMAO. See?
No, I'm not saying that it wasn't. There were people that didn't like it. There were people that liked it, and I get it. I understand, but
This is 23 seconds. I could see if it was longer. I get it. But anyway, a lot of people didn't like it.
You kind of left it out there a little bit.
I did. Again, and I don't love it, but it's too, sometimes it's too, and I promise you, this will not, I'm not going to go back for, because here's the other thing you know about me. I don't really like to be hack, so I'm not going to go do things again.
Yeah.
It was right there for the taking, and nobody else had really done it. And I'm like, I bet you if we did it in this moment, it would take off. And I was right. So, which brings me to my other point, which is, everybody wants to complain or talk about I'm the jerk, but this is what works on social media. And I hate to say it, but it's the truth.
Yeah, it might work to, throw a pie in an old lady's face, but I'm not going to do that to get views.
Oh, we're not?
Oh, we might.
Well, you might not.
You might.
Janine would. I think Janine gets involved in incidents like that because she slept with the husband.
Did she?
I would only assume. I would assume that she's throwing a pie in an old lady's face. She probably had sexual relations with the husband at some point.
That's a valid theory.
But my point is that this is the type of behavior that's rewarded on social media. And although I don't like to participate in that often, sometimes an opportunity is presented where I just can't resist. And I couldn't resist in this particular instance.
Okay.
Again, I wish it was something better, but like when you do, and when you do this, there's jokes that come up, there's opportunities to say something, and sometimes you sweep it aside. Sometimes you say it. Sometimes you say a joke where you might be hurting the other person's feelings a little bit, but it's going to get a big laugh, so you go with it.
You say it for the opportunity to say the joke, not because it's a personal attack on the person.
You and I tease people. You and I tease each other way more than we would tease any other person or stranger because we know we can take it.
Yeah.
And that's our crazy way. Like, again, I'll say this about our friend group in general, and it's a New Yorker thing, I think, is that's how you show love in our neighborhood growing up. That was love.
No, I get that.
You weren't thanks for being there for me and being a good pal.
Yeah, because that's knowing your audience.
Right.
And that's, when you're talking to hundreds of thousands of people, not everybody is going to take it the way we take jokes. Yeah.
Neil makes a good point. Some folks would definitely slap their granny for views. Yeah, I wouldn't know. Oh, look, Pickly Poo just came in with another comment. Oh, it's gone. Forget it.
What'd she say?
I don't know. Pickly Poo's on our. She put all laughing emojis.
Or he. Could be a he or
Pickly Poo could be a she or a he. But Pickly Poo's on our side. That's all we need.
Right.
Anyway, so you get the point. So in the midst of me mixing it up, because here's the other part of it, you got to get in there and comment and mix it up with people to keep the little viral train going. In the midst of me mixing it up, I know we're talking to a ton of people who don't know us, right? Because it's going viral and it's reaching all new people. So I said, I don't even know what I said, but it was regarding you. And instead of saying Frank, I just said the guy on the bottom. Just because because if I would have said Frank, I don't know if they would have if they thought it was me or you or whatever. So I said the guy on the bottom, to which Aussie Annie jumped in and commented, "Does Frank answer to bottom guy now?"
First of all, it's power bottom guy. If you want to be, actually, it's Mr. Power Bottom guy.
It's Mr. Power Bottom to you. So I just thought that was pretty funny. With you catching the old nickname bottom guy on the bottom.
Yeah, that's not going to stick.
Okay. So in our little podcasting world here, there was this thing when you're like on podcasts, you get put on these lists, right? So we get put on this list for podcast collaborations. And so this podcast reaches out to me and they're like, do you want to collaborate? And so I'll get those from time to time, and I'll always go take a look because we've reached a certain plateau. So if somebody is like got as much followers as us, or maybe a little less, I always said maybe we'll do it. Maybe we'll do a crossover this way. Both our audiences might be able to find each other. This particular podcast had like 90 subscribers, so not ready to share the platform with us. But I watched the podcast a little bit, and it was two dudes, and the one announcer guy, I wish I knew the name. I'll look it up if anybody wants to tag him and point him to this part of the conversation. They asked a month ago, and I only responded on Monday because it takes me forever to get back to people. The Media Virus Network is the show. It was okay. I said very encouraging words to them when I said no, but it's like a host and then like an announcer guy. I don't think it's like us where we're co-hosts. It was like a host and an announcer guy, and the announcer guy's name was Mike Latoris.
It's actually kind of clever,
which really made me laugh. But this guy had such he had such a great, like, he's like, what are these announcer guys? Like he had like a great voice. So I was like, oh wow. I was like, maybe we will do something with this guy. And then they had a big black guy on the bottom of the screen. Now you might say, Ant, smidge racist. Maybe he's more than that. And I will counter with, that is how he is billed on the show. Next to Mike Latoris is big black guy.
Okay.
And that's like his name. And then, so I'm like, now I'm like skipping around because I'm getting like a little bored with what they're talking about. And I notice that the black guy, big black guy, doesn't say anything. And I just thought, that's actually pretty genius to just have a character who just sits on the screen and doesn't say anything, like never talks.
Is the end of this story we're collaborating with them?
Well, I don't know. No, I'm still saying no because I don't trust them enough to be on the show and not say something. I don't trust them in a live circumstance. And I say that as somebody who allows Janine to come on here and say whatever she
It's a bold statement then.
Oh.
Oh, hey, Janine.
Who are you talking about? And why is my name being dragged into this?
Janine is my last line of letting somebody on. Like past her, we can't roll those dice twice. We're rolling them with Janine. We can't roll them with some other people that we don't know. But maybe, I don't know, maybe one day, but I'm still going to say no. But I have to say, I found them interesting between Professor Mike Latoris and, he called himself Professor, which is such this podcast that I found. He called himself Professor, which is such an old school thing. And it made me think of two different things. Do you remember when Kid Rock had the little guy?
Oh, yeah. Something
right.
Joe.
What was his name?
Something Joe.
Joe? Like Little Joe or something like that?
Yeah.
But he actually like rapped. But do you remember like the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones just had the guy that would dance around and he didn't play an instrument. He didn't sing. He just danced on stage. That's what the big black guy reminded me of. He just sitting there, just doing nothing. I was like, this is so fucking brilliant.
It works. If it works, it will. Little Joe. Yeah, Little Joe.
Little Joe. And then it also made me think of Mr. Scream. Do you remember in Wayne's World when they go to the radio station? Ain't that right, Mr. Scream?
Okay, can I tell you something?
Thank you, Mercury.
When I just came on here, right, you were saying something about a black guy, right?
Yes.
Okay. This is a really funny story, and you would probably...
I'm very nervous.
Okay, so this girl that I used to work with, she had gotten a black eye from her boyfriend. Like, he used to beat her up, right?
Oof. Oh, okay.
So I'm telling my mother this story on the phone, and I'm telling her the whole thing, blah, blah, blah. And she goes, when did she start going out with a black guy? And I'm like, what are you talking about? And she's like, well, you said she got a black guy. And I'm like, what? She thought I said black eye, but I was saying black eye.
That's fucking.
And it was
That's
the
funny.
funniest thing because I was like, that's what you got from this whole story. I don't even know why she thought whatever. It was just really funny.
The same Modern Family had the same joke where one of the girls was dating one of the Black Hawks, but they said it in a way, and it was the gay couple, and then Pepper Saltzman, Nathan Lane, who I fucking love on that show. All he kept on hearing was Black Hawks. Like whenever she would say Black Hawks,
Oh, God.
like, and he's like, it's all I can hear now. It's like a fucking 3-minute bit on that show, which is so fucking funny. Anyway.
That's why you have to enunciate when you talk, right?
You do have to enunciate. All right, so that was it. That's the viral thing.
Wait,
and
what's the viral thing? Because now I missed this too. Just quick.
Oh,
you gotta
go back.
we're going
do I have to look
viral.
at?
We're going viral on TikTok because of the Kate Middleton prank that we did the other day, and a lot of people are none too pleased with it.
With old aunt.
With yeah. So all right,
Okay.
go.
An hour on Kate Middleton. Oh
No,
my God.
We
we are
jumped
not
around.
on Kate. We were not on Kate Middleton actually for very long.
2 years for Bird as a member. Can you believe this?
Ew.
My God, 2 years.
Holy crap!
So crazy.
Thank you, Bird.
You know, I'll just say I'm so grateful for everybody, for Frank and Janine and Erin, and who's that other one? Cuddles.
Jeez.
See, I did it again. See, that's gonna get me in trouble. See, everybody laughed at that.
Yeah,
Nobody will be
because it
offended.
was harmless.
For you people, not for me. I'm gonna have
Because
to
it
pay
was
for that.
because we know you're joking.
I'm gonna have to pay for that one for a long time.
It was very clear within 3 seconds that you were joking, not 23 seconds where someone died.
So it's the time that was the problem.
Yeah.
But anyway, I got a thing that said we started our Facebook page 4 years ago,
Okay.
and I don't know. I was just blown away. We don't really realize because we've been doing this for so long, but this version of the podcast really only started during the pandemic.
Yeah, that's true. It was a different sort of thing a couple years ago. You're
Yeah,
right.
and like Frank and I have done like 10 versions of this show already, like previously. So it all kind of melds into one, I think, for me and my brain. But it's
been
only
a journey.
It's been 4 years, and I remember when I started it, we had like 4 followers, and I was like, I would just love to beat because I still had an axe to grind with my old radio station. So I was like, I would love to just like surpass them one day. Like I thought that would have been the greatest like got you fuckers ever. And when we did pass them, it really wasn't as satisfying as I wanted it to be. And now we've almost doubled them. But in just a short amount of time to like double them. I mean, and that's just on Facebook, but we're quadruple the amount of people that listen. Like we've blown up so much bigger than that old station.
Hey, what is it? 42 countries all around the world?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's fucking crazy. It just makes me very, very happy. And I'm very grateful. So when I saw that 2-year thing, I just wanted to say thank you for that. And we still have so much more to go. I wanted to get back to Rosa's comment. I can't find it now, but she said, and she brings up a good point, Frank, to go back to your AI question.
Sopranos thing, yeah.
Because we don't have Gandolfini anymore, would you sign on for a Sopranos update? Not a remake, but like whatever, the next chapter, would you sign on with an AI Tony Soprano? And I could tell you before you even answer, for me, 1,000,000% yes. I would take anything I could.
Well, here's the thing with that, though. I mean, it's confirmed that he's dead. No?
Not really. I mean, no, because there
Didn't
was
the writers say it?
he said he kind of wrote it that way, but not really.
It's still open to interpretation.
It's still very much open to interpretation. Yeah.
So if they picked it up from there, you're talking?
Wherever. I mean,
Wherever,
I think about this on a daily basis. This is my Roman Empire. I mean, I think about this all the time. I would take this show as is with a dead Tony, with a dead Paulie. Like, I would just want to know, where Carmela, AJ, and Meadow are right now. I would follow that show. What did Silvio get out of the Spoiler alert. Did he ever because Tony was dead to rights and he miraculously recovered. So just because they left Silvio in that state doesn't mean that.
What happened to that Russian guy that got away in the woods, the Pine Barrens?
What happened to the Russian guy? You know, is one of the new guys? You know, are they who's running the family now? What's become of it? Christopher's daughter. Like, there's so many. Like, I just want to go back into that world and see where they are. And that I would take anything.
Can I tell you? Can I say something?
No.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I don't think The Sopranos was as good as you claim it to be.
Crazy.
And I'll tell you why. Because we started watching it again. And I'm like, no. It doesn't hold up.
Crazy talk. That's crazy talk.
I know. I'm probably definitely in the minority here, but I just...
The show was more popular during the pandemic.
I hate's a strong word. I very much dislike mob movies, things like that. I'm not a big fan of them. Goodfellas, okay, I'll watch. They were good. I appreciate what they are, and I know a lot, what goes into them and everything. I'm just not a fan of the genre. And I think Sopranos is probably the best iteration of that genre.
But do you think it's as amazing as Top Guy is say?
I think he likes it more than I do, but I still think it's probably in the I would say top 10 or 15 of all time. I would say.
I think it's
TV shows.
I think it's the greatest show of all time, and my argument is it started the anti-hero movement. And every show that we've gotten on television and streaming services, not every, I mean, you know what I mean? 95% of television shows now, streaming shows, is based off an anti-hero. They're all following the Sopranos model. TV was not like this prior to the Sopranos. They changed everything. And it was hella entertaining.
I think the first anti-hero TV show, in my opinion, was either... It depends on how you look at them. Archie Bunker, or maybe Al Bundy.
That show. That show.
It may not be.
I see where you're going. I don't know if Archie was anti-hero at the time. He is now because of how crass he was. Right. But that was much more accepted back then.
Back then, yeah.
But you're right about Al Bundy. He wasn't the prototypical lead man.
They were down on each other. They hated each other. They fought all the time. It wasn't the typical sitcom family dynamic. It was,
You're right, but here's where I'm going to disagree with you. It was the prototypical sitcom situations. They just changed the character.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Yeah, there was, every sitcom in the 90s for some reason had that billiard game. The formula. Yeah, they all had the same stories. I get that. The neighbors, the this, the that, the whole thing. But you're right. They changed the characters, and that made the shows like the topic sentence of the show was probably the same in terms of sitcoms. But then because of the characters, it changed the plot. The characters definitely led those kind of.
I agree. I agree with that. All right, we're gonna lightning round through these next three. Trump Tower. So.
See, you said you didn't talk about Kate the whole time. I know.
We didn't.
We did it. We talked about AI actors.
We went off. We started with Kate, and then 5 minutes in, we went off on AI for like I don't know, half an hour or whatever.
You had a good. You had a great fucking question that warranted more conversation.
Damn right.
So Donald Trump has to post a $454 million bond by Monday. He may not get there. Of course, we talked about this last episode. He went to 30 different firms. They will not lend him anything. People are saying he's going to go one of two ways: filing Chapter 11 so that people can't get anything from him. Not the first time that he's done that. But I think, and I agree with a lot of people who say that's not going to look good for the election. Or the other thing that quote unquote insiders are saying, which a lot of outlets are reporting, is that he's just going to let them take his buildings, most notably Trump Tower. Now, that makes you happy, but I think that's exactly what he's going to do, because I think that plays more to his audience. Because
he's going to play the victim.
He's going to play the victim. He's going to be like, look at how much they're persecuting me. You have to donate to get my campaign so we can get America back again. I think that's exactly what he's going to do. He's going to let her take those buildings. He's going to let them take the Trump. They probably won't even want to take the Trump name off the sign because it's inconsequential to the building. But he'll probably have his name removed and play up that angle of the victim. And I think he'll see it. He'll see a bump from it because his people love to see him be persecuted and rise against it.
Well, if you take it a step further, it's like, okay, if he goes out there and goes, I'm being persecuted, I'm the victim. Well, if you go one question deeper and go, well, why did they take the
as we're mistaken, his followers don't go one question.
They don't
deeper.
they don't go one question.
Surface only.
Yeah. If someone goes, oh, why did they take the buildings from you? Oh, you owed $500 million in penalties and you found guilty of this and that. No, well,
but
sorry.
they'll argue that was also part of the persecution.
So he does no wrong is basically that's when you're in a cult, when you think the person that is in charge does no wrong and should not be held accountable. That's when you've got a problem.
Don Lemon came and went on. Did you have any more for that, or are you good?
That's basically it. I'm tired of talking about that.
I didn't want to cut you off, but I didn't want to.
Go ahead.
Don Lemon, big news that he had a show on X. He was going to be the counter to Tucker Carlson. One show, maybe two. I thought I saw Robin say he watched an Ellen show. Ellen and Don, maybe, I don't know. But I just heard he was getting a show, and then I heard he sat down with Elon. I didn't watch the interview, and now apparently he's done with that there is no more show on X.
What happened there? What was it? Canceled? Did he pull out of it? What was the thing?
I don't know, and from what I understand, he said it had nothing to do with the bad. I guess it was a bad interview. Let me see here.
With Elon?
Elon cancels Don Lemon's show on X hours after interview with tech mogul goes downhill.
So does it have to do with the interview? Because to cancel, isn't that a little conflict of interest? This is on your platform and you cancel because you don't like the way the interview went? Isn't that like firing someone because they said something, like there's some kind of PR problem there, no?
Lemon she initially agreed to a partnership with Musk because he had been told that X was a digital town square with freedom of speech and no censorship. I took Elon and his management at word, blah, blah, blah. Lemon said when he sat down with Musk on Friday that there were no restrictions and the Tesla co-founder agreed to his respectful and wide-ranging questions. We had a good conversation.
I might hear things or it's a cat meowing. I'm sorry. Yes, TD, that is actually my cat. He's being really fucking annoying right now. Well, but I love him.
He said the full interview will be reviewed. Page 6 reads out to Musk. Musk did not make a comment. Musk allegedly had an issue with a couple of topics, I guess. I don't know.
Well, isn't that like, that's got to be a conflict, right? You could be like, I didn't like the way you interviewed me, so you're fired. Like,
it is, because if he's Mr. Freedom of Speech, he should have gone.
Right.
He should have gone along with anything.
Exactly.
The only reason why I know this happened is because the New York Post apparently got a copy of what his salary demands were, $8 million.
For Lemon?
For Lemon, he wanted $8 million and a Cybertruck.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, $8 million a year or a what?
Yeah,
for what?
to do the show on X. Not worth it.
No.
Yeah, not worth it.
No.
It's fucking
I
crazy.
wonder what anchors get on, like CNN or MSNBC.
Probably
Can't be $8 million a year.
Yeah, some of the better ones maybe. I probably Hannity is probably pulling in that much.
Yeah, but if you're Elon and your whole thing is free, ask anything, free speech, anything goes, and you're like, nah, I didn't like this, so you're out. That's
It's fucked up.
It's two-faced.
That would be a big contradiction from Elon. I would love to see what. I mean, I won't sit through anything Don Lemon does, but I would love to see what he had an issue with. And
I gotta say, I'm every now and then I look on Twitter and I see people get blocked by Elon all the time, and they're always putting it up, and they're always saying, "Oh, what happened? I thought this was the open space, free market, whatever the hell." And he's blocking people and shutting people down, and now it's what happened to the open market? Whatever. What would you call it?
None of them are, and the reason why is because they're always trying to keep you on the platform, and that's my problem. Because I know since Elon has taken over, that conservative voices are being amplified. Which you could say, okay, it's fine because usually liberal voices are amplified. But if you're, to your point, if you're really what you say you are, you would just let the algorithm take care of everything.
Exactly.
You would just leave it completely free and let everybody come across whatever they want to come across.
And if it so happens that I'm making up numbers, but if 90% of the people if 90% of the people on Twitter are liberal, and that's what's being amplified, well, then that's the algorithm. But if 90% of the people are conservative and that's being amplified, that's the algorithm. That's what it is.
But as I always say, I feel like most people are socially liberal and fiscally conservative. So they don't have a problem with gay marriage and trans. They don't give a shit about most of these things. I feel like most people feel that way. And that's why the conversation tends to slide that way. But then you get a couple of the conservative voices that are like, you believe these fucking liberal. But I feel like I bet you most of the people that vote Republican don't give a fuck about half of these
I think
social
you want to
issues.
think that.
Right, exactly.
But who knows?
Now, Robin says that we should watch the Don Lemon show if it still exists. If you're saying that, Robin, I will check it out. I promise you. When it comes out on YouTube, if I don't catch it, send it to me. I will watch it to see.
Is it still available to see, even though it was canceled? Are you still able to see it on Twitter?
I don't know. He just said that it'll be. I wouldn't even watch it because I'd rather wait to see what the whole thing was and watch it on YouTube.
Right.
And see what it is there.
All right. What else is the other thing? Dodgers viral pitch?
What was I going to say? Oh, yeah, that. No, but there was something else with it. Oh, what pisses me off about this, you asked for $8 million and then a $100,000 truck. Go buy the fucking truck yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're getting $8 million. Go buy the fucking truck yourself. You don't need the truck to boot.
If it's a company truck, I mean, if it's not your truck.
I guess so. I guess so.
I mean, if you leave, you take the truck with you, I guess.
All right, the Dodgers video. The Dodgers went viral because I guess they're in Korea. Which one do we like, North or South Korea? I forget.
South.
All right, so we like South Korea, not North Korea.
North Korea's Kim Jong-un land.
Right, but we like South Dakota, not North Dakota. That's how it is, right?
I mean, they're basically the same, except one, South Dakota, has Mount Rushmore.
This is tough then.
Right.
It's very tough. Anyway, so what'd you say?
Debatable.
Yeah, thank you. So the Dodgers are over there in one of the Koreas, and a Korean actress, Jong Seo, threw out the first pitch, and she's an attractive girl. Like, I get it. She's got a nice caboose on her. But this clip won't go away since St. Patrick's Day. Like, she's wearing yoga pants and a Dodgers jersey, and all they can show is the Dodgers in the dugout, like, clearly talking about her ass. I think you even see somebody say rear end or caboose or something like that. I've been avoiding it because I don't get it.
I thought there was something with the pitch, like the pitch was a perfect strike, or it went all the way over.
Yeah, no, that was
his head or something. That was because it went viral because
overly attractive girl throws pitch and men look at her. Is like, I'm like, I don't understand why this is a story that will not go away. Running on 4 days now.
That's insane.
Massive amount of like you said, I watched it originally waiting for something spectacular, and then when I realized they were just staring at her ass, I'm like, I don't know why this is even a thing.
Yeah, it was either going to be. I thought it was either going to be a Jerry Seinfeld right down the middle pitch when he threw the ceremony first pitch for the Mets, or a 50 Cent
stands,
way into the stands pitch.
Okay, and she's a beautiful, she's a wonderful body, all that stuff. But this is my question, and I'm glad we have Janine here to give us a female perspective.
Oh boy!
don't you think the internet has completely democratized like attractiveness? Meaning pre-internet, if you saw most of the people got married to somebody in their town or from their school or from their job, right? It was in their little ecosystem. Like if you found what you thought was beautiful, that's what you knew, right? Or even so much as like you went to this bar, or you went out here and you saw an attractive man or attractive woman, they had a nice body. That was like, oh, that's the hottest person. Like that's the hottest person, right? Like you saw them in person. That's all you had. With the internet now, you know, everybody, there's like, this girl is beautiful. There's 50,000 of her is my point. You know what I'm saying? So like, do you think it even the playing field, like, do you think it devalued attractiveness on a local level because we can see hot people all the time now? And not just look at them and ogre over them, but also dating. Like you can see a hot person on a dating app that might be 2 states over or, you know, 45 minutes away that you didn't have access to before.
Yeah, I wouldn't have met my wife. I wouldn't have met Erin without the internet. Maybe not. I mean, we'll always like to say, well, we would have run into each other in some way. But the realistic, you know, we lived on opposite ends of New York, and it was, you know, would have been very difficult to meet each other otherwise. But thanks to the internet, we were able to meet, and so that helped.
So same way, do you think that has killed attractiveness? Like, do you think like hot people don't have it like they used to because
right,
it's everywhere now?
I get, but there are still, you know, it's not like they're not.
Like Janine's a great example of this. She latched on to the first thing she ever found.
Messed up.
And that is not true. That was it. She had one. She was one and done. She went up to the plate, hit a home run, and that was it. She went back to the dugout and never to bat again.
Waved her hat in the air.
He walked down the block and I said, "You come here, enter. You will be my boyfriend." That was it.
Like,
that's really how it went.
I know. Believe me, he's told me a lot of times while crying.
I mean, he said no for a few years, but then I cracked him. I finally cracked him. So that was it.
So your point, what? That is that the hottest of the, you know, it's because your eyes now have access to literally millions of people.
Yeah.
As opposed to just the people in your surrounding area that aren't on computers. Now you could actually literally see and interact with millions of other people.
Like hotness almost means nothing anymore because like, okay, when we were like a kid and there was a pretty girl on a TV show, it was like, oh fuck, you see the hot chick? Or like a hot girl, like remember we used to go through the mall and there were like posters of like hot chicks. And you were like, do you remember the Trapper Keeper with the bikini girl on it? We were like, fucking bikini girl on the Trapper Keeper. It was unbelievable to us. But now,
Mom, I'll be out in a minute.
Now there's just hot women fucking everywhere. Like, all right, do you remember the first time you got on Facebook or MySpace and you were like, look at this pretty girl. Like, this is unbelievable. Now every 5 seconds there's a pretty girl somewhere. It doesn't mean anything anymore.
And are they even real or are they AI generated?
Think about that.
You don't know.
We just don't know.
All right, are we last person standing?
Ready for it? Yeah. Well, we didn't really answer my question, but
I don't kind of a question too.
Well, I think with anything, like it's you just have access to more people, more faces, more. You're looking at.
Let me ask you a question. Would you masturbate to an AI girl, and if you found out that you masturbated to a fake person, would you feel weird about it?
If I masturbated to a fake person, would I feel weird about it?
Yes.
Well, there are people that
you don't even want to know half the things I masturbate to.
I did that this morning.
There are people that are into like cartoons and stuff, and that's not real.
I know.
Animated stuff.
Never got that. Again, I'm not here to make anybody feel bad.
No judgment. That's what you're into.
That whole tentacle. God bless them. You tentacle it up, you people. But I don't get it.
Yeah, that's not my thing. But
I don't
hey,
get
if
it.
that's your thing, harmless. Go nuts.
Okay, let me ask you a question. What's more irritating in porn? Tentacle stuff,
What
tentacle
the?
drawings, or comedy?
Oh, it's irritating.
Comedy. The answer is comedy.
Oh, okay.
There's nothing worse than when somebody in porn tries to get a laugh. It's the fucking worst thing ever.
Yeah, especially when they go, man, did you hear about Kate Middleton?
Stop it. Stop trying to cause problems.
Now let's bang.
Hey, I'm sure there's somebody out that, I mean, spoof is like a pastime in pornography. I'm sure somebody's made a Kate Middleton porn spoof thing.
Right.
I'll tell you the amount. Okay, you want to know what really got weird? In the comments of the viral video on our TikTok, that the people are like, I believe this because I think she's really dead. It's like, you are not even,
Well, you see,
you're not even on this plane. Like, you're not, like, you believe this because she's, first of all, I said it was a joke. So you can't even, you're not even picking a side. You're just off on your own thing, you know, going crazy. But people still believe that. People believe that the video of her at the farmer's market is not real.
well, you don't. People are thinking that she doesn't look like herself. You know, she looks different. She doesn't look like what
She's
we
not as
know her to
tall.
look like.
A lot of people are saying she's not the same height in that video.
I don't know. Is it even her? They don't. Nobody.
I don't know. I'm not allowed to comment anymore.
No, you're not.
Aaron is here for last person standing.
Hi guys. Great show.
By the way, little known fact. Do you know who wrote the Kate Middleton joke? Aaron.
No, don't
no.
even say it was me.
Nope.
Everybody knows I'm not creative enough to come up with something like that. That had to
Don't-
be you.
No, I'm not getting tied to this. I didn't write that.
No, did not.
Yeah, no, it was far too simple for Aaron to have written that one.
Oh, thank you. Okay, guys, this is last person standing. I just picked one category for this tonight. There's going to be 16. And if you, I'm going to ask you to. This is just. I know it feels like I'm being paid by Disney, but
It does.
It's easier this way. I'm sorry.
Can I tell you it does?
We're going to make it a little lighter tonight because this was kind of a heavy show. And we are going to just do Disney characters. I'm going to name a Disney movie and you think of a character in that movie. And if you name, and then I'm going to say one. And if you name the same one as me, you're out. Technically, you can keep playing, but occasionally we'll find out who's still really in, as in they have not said the same thing as me. And once in a while, I'm going to warn you that it's a squeezy. And a squeezy is there aren't that many choices so that we can really cull the herd if anyone is still with us at this point. So,
Question.
Yes, go ahead.
Should we write? Anthony and
No.
I should we write them
That's
down
up
and
to you.
show?
I always write mine down because I feel like nobody would believe me. And I did that before the Kate Middleton thing.
You have lost some credibility over the
yeah.
past couple episodes. I'm gonna grab a piece of paper real quick. It's
Go
right
ahead.
here.
I still feel as if my credibility is intact. A 23-second joke is nothing to be, you know. I mean, people are getting very upset over 23 seconds. It's kind of crazy. Fucking
Jace, are you still with us?
What's that?
I am.
Oh, thank you. I know
Yeah,
you
Jace, I
don't
was saying.
particularly like Disney, so sorry.
Fucking Orson Welles did it for a long time. All right, anyway, last person standing. Here's the deal. Erin's going to read out a bunch of stuff. If you match with her, you are out. If you can run the gauntlet and last to the end, you are the last person standing. That's how the rules work.
Boom.
This is all right. So on this episode, we're doing Disney characters. Go ahead,
All
Erin.
of these are animated, and that should be it. Okay, so the number one, the movie is. Oh, I'm going to give you 10 seconds. Usually I give you 5, but I'm going to give you 10. And I'm just going to count to myself. Okay, Alice in Wonderland.
Okay, so name a character from Alice in Wonderland.
Okay, if you said the Queen of Hearts, you are out.
Anybody in the chat, if you're thinking Queen of Hearts, you are technically out. I said the March Hare.
Alice, because it was all I could think about.
Okay. And feel free to put your answers in the chat. Mercury says Cheshire Cat.
Janine, what'd you put?
A lot of people
I
are still
had-
in.
Mad Hatter.
It had her very good.
White
Did
Rabbit.
anybody
All
put
right.
Peter Pan? No. Okay,
What?
cool.
No, but yeah. Anybody out? Let us know if you're out.
Yeah, let us know if you're out. We don't really need the. I mean, we'll take the answer, but let us know if you're out. TD Freelance is in. All right, Aaron, go ahead. Next one.
All right, second one is The Lion King. 10 seconds.
Fuck. Oh shit. I feel exposed.
Okay, the answer is Pumbaa.
Oh,
I said
I almost said
Rafiki.
Pumbaa.
What'd you say?
Mufasa.
Mufasa. Okay. I said Rafiki.
Brian Y is out. Look at this. Lindy,
Oh.
I'm thinking like Aaron now, so I'm in.
I said
Jason.
Simba, the most known
Simba.
character, since I don't really know that movie. I just looked it up.
All right.
I forgot. Who was it, Aaron?
Pumbaa.
Pumbaa. Got it.
You got in Simba, Scar, Mufasa, Nala. Lindy is out.
After she
Lindy.
said
She just said, I'm thinking like Aaron, so I'm in.
that was the
And
first
now,
one. But now she's
Boom.
out.
Out.
Got Aaron. All right, Aaron. Next one.
Next one is
Timon.
the Little Mermaid.
Ooh.
Oh shit. It's almost more fun. It's less stressful when you don't know all the people.
Because you have no choice.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
the answer is Flounder.
Oh, I'm out.
Anthony's out.
Oh no,
Ouch.
so does Chase Apps.
And Janine's out. Oh my God. I said
Frankie wins.
Flotsam.
Awesome.
What the hell
Oh,
is Flotsam?
Flotsam and Jetsam. They're the eels, her eels.
Oh my god.
Frankie's
All right,
playing.
now-
Wow.
I don't know.
So
So just so everybody knows, Janine is already gone.
Oh, she's out. She hung up. Okay, she's out.
exited.
DJ Shenanigan said crab guy thing.
I don't know where Cuddles is. She didn't make it. I'm out. Frank has clearly won. Do we stop it here at 3 and you save all these for the next time? I don't think there's a point to keep going.
TD Freelancer's out. Yeah,
The
people in the chat want to play.
No, I know. I know people in the chat want to play.
So let's let them play.
Okay.
Now,
I feel-
Flounder. If you said Flounder, you're out. So DJ Shenanigans, you're still in.
I
Crab
just feel
guy
like there's
thing
so many
is
people
the
in
other
the
guy.
chat. It's hard to keep track of.
All right. Well, I don't know. I mean, do people in the chat keep wanting to play? Or I
Mercury
think
says hello. No point. So in other words, people in the chat want to play.
All right.
Just because you're out, Ant, don't go crying. You know, there's no
I-
crying in last person standing.
I'm not crying, but I like that we let people continue to play. I think we should not do that now. Like if we're gonna play, if it's gonna be Frank versus who's left in the chat,
Yeah,
then we got to play it out. Then it's got to be who's left.
that's fine.
That's the game. I don't understand.
That's last person standing. That's the
No, all
point.
right, but I'm saying we've been very lax on that. We've been like everybody's continued to like say
Well,
if they
you could-
matched or not. I think
You
we
could
should.
play just to play along, but technically, right now I'm the last one of the three of us left, but there's still a lot of people in the chat left.
We're gonna keep track. I want everybody who's in to say in right now, and I'm gonna keep track of everybody.
Here we go.
We're gonna make this official. There's gonna be a real competition to see who's the last person standing. Because now, if Frank goes out, then it could be just the people that are left. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? That's why I think we need to legit keep track of it.
That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, but we could still play along. Anthony, you could still play.
No.
Okay.
So if I
Disagree.
get knocked out next, we're still going to keep going, but the two of us aren't going to play.
Then it's just chat.
All
Yeah.
right.
Frank,
All
you can keep playing. It's
Oh, I'm going to keep playing, even if I'm out. I'm still playing. This is a fun game.
All right.
Okay.
Robin,
Yeah, Anthony, stop
Christine.
spoiling shit.
shut up. Mercury, Raven. Oh man, there's a lot of people.
Yeah, Justice, Fly and Y,
Fly and
DJ
Wise out.
Shenanigans.
No, Flying Wise out. Flying Wise out.
No, what are you talking about? When?
Fly
No,
Wise
I
out.
didn't Fly and Wise hit. Oh my goodness gracious.
Yeah, Flying Wise out. I remember that.
When?
Queen of
Before.
Hearts. Pumbaa. I don't know.
Lindy's out. Miss Justice,
Oh,
I
yeah,
have.
you're right. I'm out, bro. Yeah.
Okay.
No,
All right. I got
okay.
Robin, Christine, Mercury, Raven, and Miss Justice.
Oh shoot.
Okay.
Oh, hold
Are you
on.
all right?
And
It's
Aaron
my
just dropped something.
it's my stupid screensaver, and Frank knows that whenever I type my password in, okay, there it goes. But usually he does it for me because it doesn't work when I do it. Okay. Um, next up is Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Dwarves.
Hmm.
Okay, if you put Dopey, you're out.
Bashful.
Oh, you bet.
All right. Anybody who put Dopey, you are out.
Okay, I got Bird. Bird is also in. All right, let's see, because the chat's gonna take a sec.
Oh, Bird is out.
Bird's out. All right, Bird's out. That was quick.
Robin out.
Robin's out.
Robin's out.
They're dropping like flies. We're gonna be able
Doc,
to.
you got Grumpy. Grumpy again.
So Raven's safe.
Raven, where's Raven's safe?
This took me a second. Fucking DJ Shenanigans.
Miss Justice said evil. Oh, sleepy.
It took me a
Miss
second.
Justice said evil queen. I think she's a little behind.
Neil is out.
Neil's out. DJ Shenanigans said sleepy. There you go.
No, she's not a little behind. The Evil Queen is in Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was thinking the Queen of Hearts. That's my bad.
Okay. All right. So still in Christine,
Very good.
Mercury, Raven, and Miss Justice. There's only 4. We're down
Anybody
to
else?
4.
Let us know who else is in. Let us know in the chat. If you're in, just type the word in.
See, now this gets more intense. Now we can actually bet on who's going to win.
I think I'm gonna win, folks. I don't know.
I forgot about Frank. Hold on, let me put Frank.
Yeah,
on
put
this
me in
list.
there. Damn it, I'm
Forgot
playing.
about that. Okay, bottom guy. Gotcha.
Jerk. I'm
Okay.
winning. Flying Y. I'm winning.
All right, Aaron.
Next up is Aladdin.
Okay. Aladdin.
Aladdin doesn't hold up. Do you think, Aaron? I feel like it's one of them that aged poorly.
Did it?
Okay, if you said the monkey Abu, you are out.
I said Raja, the tiger.
Ooh,
I tried to go a little obscure,
sneaky bastard! You went animal instead of person. I like
I
the
went
strategy
animal.
there.
but animal was if I would have went with the monkey, I would have been out.
Oh, that's true.
DJ
All right.
Shenanigans said
Mercury.
I thought he said Janine.
Mercury is in. DJ Shenanigan is in. Raven is in. There's 5 people. 1, 2, 3, 4,
I'm
5 plus Frank.
Very good.
Paul just said magic carpet ride. That deserves to get on the screen. Genie in. Miss Justice is in. Raven,
good.
Mercury. Who am I missing here? Christine in.
Christine is in.
All right, we're all in. Nobody eliminated.
And again, feel free to play along, even if you got knocked out. Play along. It's a fun game. Even if you're out.
I will shame you.
Anthony.
I will spread rumors that you died to your family.
Oh God. All right, number 6.
Next up is Peter Pan.
Peter Pan. Ooh.
Ooh. Ooh.
Oh man.
Peter Pan or Peter Panny?
What?
God, I miss Robin Williams. Wasn't that the name in Robin?
Peter Panning?
Yeah, wasn't his name Peter Panny?
Panning?
Oh, Panning?
Yeah, like panning for gold.
Oh, I thought it was Panny.
Okay, so if you put Wendy,
Ooh. I almost put Wendy. I wrote Michael. But I was close. I was like, Wendy. And then I went, no, one of the other kids. Very good. Let's
All right,
see.
DJ is in with Hook. Frank is in with Michael. God, I can go for some Wendy's right now. Mercury with Tinkerbell.
Raven, Skunk, Lost Boy. Does that count?
Yeah, that's good.
That counts. That's fine. I don't know. Was it Stinky? I don't know his name.
Skunk Lost Boy.
Bird is out now 3 times. I believe Lindy is as well 3 or 4 times if we're keeping track.
Yeah, Lindy says, out again. I'm buying your book.
Miss Justice is
Thank
in.
you.
I'm waiting on Christine. Oh, Christine is out.
Christine is out.
Dun, dun, dun. And then there were 4. 1, 2, 3,
Ba-ba-ba.
4 pals and Frank.
All right. Who's going to beat Frank?
All right, I have Mercury, Raven, Miss Justice, and DJ Shenanigans versus Frank.
Here we go, baby.
All right. Next up is Inside Out.
Oh, man. Is the new movie included in that or just the original?
Just the original, please.
Okay. Oh, man, I can't even think of one of the...
Forgetful? Was forgetful one of the
I
emotions?
can't think of them.
Okay.
Confusion?
Time's up. If you put what?
I didn't put anything because I
Wait,
couldn't
he didn't put
think of-
anything. What's the rule there? Is he out?
You're out, Frank.
I don't want to go out because I didn't get to write anything. Oh,
What an upset.
it's the rule. I get that. That's the rule. I know.
What an upset.
Oh,
You
I couldn't think of.
froze.
I couldn't think of any of the emotions that are in that movie.
Oh, no.
Anger is one I could have thought. I didn't. I couldn't think of it.
More
Sorry,
shocking than the
Ah.
Sopranos ending. Frank is out. I can't believe it.
Oh boy. Well, all right. What was the answer?
You
to
got
that one?
Erin. She threw a curveball of a new movie, and it worked on you.
It
I could
was-
picture them.
It's not new at all.
Yeah, and I could picture all of them. You know, the one voiced by Louis Black, and there was the pink one, and the blue one. That was all depressed. I think that was depression. Maybe was one of them. Anger was Louis Black. I should have said that one.
Anger. By the way, until you said anger, I hadn't thought of one of them. Just so don't feel bad about it.
That was tough. What was the answer, hon?
Disgust.
Disgust.
The
Okay.
green one.
So Mercury is out.
Mercury's out.
Mercury is out.
Corruption, I don't think was one of them.
Yeah. So that wasn't one of them. So DJ Shenanigans is out.
Depression, was that one of them?
Sadness was one, but
Sadness.
that's fine.
Yeah, that's okay.
I think.
All right, I'm
If
waiting
we
for.
accept Skunk Boy, I think we can accept.
Wait, Raven said I haven't seen it. So Raven is out.
Oh my
Yeah,
god, this
that's
wasn't even a squeezy.
That was tough because there were only 5 of those characters, I think. 5 or 6 of them.
It was Bing Bong, which you like.
Ah, Bing Bong. That was the best part of the whole thing.
Can I tell you? Wait, hold on. Controversy. Wait a second. I was just about to crown a winner. And Mercury says still in. But Mercury said. Wait, where was it? Disgust.
Mercury said disgust.
No, apparently she said she was responding to Ant. What did you say, Mercury, for your real answer?
Oh, was it? Did I say something and she was responding? Oh, got it. Okay.
That's a normal response to whatever Anthony says.
I was just responding to Ant. Mercury said still in.
All right. So what was your answer then, Mercury?
All right, we're waiting on an answer. All right, so if Mercury is in, I think that because now we only have 2. If Mercury is still in.
Oh, that was the answer. I just wanted to be funny. She said that was the answer.
All right, so she's out. All right, so she's out. So the winner is
Who's the winner?
Miss Justice. with
Miss
Anger.
Justice.
Way to go.
Great job,
Miss
Miss
Justice.
Justice. So, do we
Way to
keep
go.
playing for funsies, or do we hold the rest of them?
I don't. It's up to Ant. He's the king of the castle.
How many more do you have?
It's
7.
15 or 16, right?
I was worried that we're burning your work and your hard
No,
work.
it's fine. I'm not going to do this again. So, I mean, this category. So,
Thank God that you said that because that got really good.
No,
I love this category. I thought it was great.
How does it feel to be jilted?
All
I'm
right,
just kidding.
let's all hop back in then. Since,
right,
since
Okay,
Right.
a couple of these
Oh,
are squeezies. So just don't get
Yeah.
mad at me. They're squeezies for a reason.
all right, I'm
Okay.
gonna
Okay,
hop back
so-
in. Miss Justice is champion. She wins this round. This is just
Yes.
we'll play it out for fun.
This is
So
for fun.
everybody, you're all welcome back into the game. We're starting over from scratch. Everybody's in.
It's an exhibition at this point. Doesn't count for the regular season totals. That's Miss Justice wins the championship.
It's
So
a
we're gonna
scrimmage.
keep. Yeah, round 2. We're gonna keep going. I'm starting anew. I'm on number 8, and we're gonna keep going.
Okay.
Why the hell not?
First one up is Beauty and the Beast.
Beauty
Okay.
and the Beast.
I'll go with. Okay.
Okay, if you put Lumiere, the candle, you are out.
Chip.
Swear to God, I wanted to put the candle, forgot his name, so I went with Bell.
That's funny.
French candle holder.
Skunky candle holder.
Chip. All right. In. Anybody else? If anybody put in Lumiere, you're out. All right. You got Gaston. You got the dad. I guess that counts. I don't. Nobody knows his name. That's fine. Teapot, Mrs. Potts, Belle. Let's see. The Beast. Good. Yeah. Chip, Lindy. All right. I think we're all good. TD Freelancer says #errand, but I don't know if that means
Thank you, TV.
she's out or not. Whatever. All right. Looks like we all made it past that one.
Okay, next up is Bambi.
Oh, shit.
Oh, that's a squeezy though, right?
No. Should be.
There's only like 3 characters in there.
Sorry.
Hmm. All right, I don't know. This is going to be a judgment call here.
All right,
This might
5
be-
seconds.
My answer might be controversial. By the way, is Cocteau a character or is Paul fucking with me from Beauty and the Beast?
Cocteau?
Yeah, sounds right.
I don't know about Cocteau.
Or if he's just trying to get us to say Cocteau, I'm not sure.
We said it like 3 times already. So
Cocteau?
Cocteau.
Go ahead, Aaron.
Oh, okay, there's a Cogsworth, but that's as far as I'm willing to meet you.
That's probably what it is.
As far as I'm willing to meet you. Go ahead.
It's Thumper. If you got the little rabbit, you're out.
Nice. What did you say? I can't see it.
I said Bambi's mom. Did she have a
That
name or
works.
was it just Bambi's mom?
Bambi's mom is fine, I think. Acceptable.
Okay.
I put Flower, which is the skunk.
Not to be confused with Skunk Boy.
No, skunk boy. Thumper
Okay.
out, says Bird. Let's see. The Hunter. Very good.
I suck at this.
Flower. I suck at this, says Bird. Miss Justice says Bambi in. Very good.
Yeah, I almost went Bambi too. I don't know anybody. When was the last time you watched that movie? I mean, come on.
I haven't seen Bambi since I'm little, and I know the characters. Come on, man. You know, Flower, Thumper,
You remember the weirdest
Bambi.
shit though.
I don't remember Bambi had a girlfriend in the end. I don't know what was Bambi's girlfriend's name?
Fawn.
Fawn.
Yeah, we never watched Bambi with the kids. That's weird. All right, Aaron, go ahead.
That's probably for the best.
It's probably yeah.
It's a rough one.
Okay, next up is Toy Story.
Ooh, lots of characters there. Okay.
Do I have to say the character's name or?
Yes.
Oh,
There's so many characters
Okay,
to pick
I'm
from.
going with
Come
my
on.
favorite.
All right, 3, 2, 1. If you said Slinky the dog, you are out.
Mr. Potato Head.
Oh,
Yeah, hockey puck. Nice.
Come on. How could you not?
Right?
The legend, Don Rickles,
Damn right.
the best.
What was the dinosaur's name? Rex? He was
Rex.
great too.
Yeah,
Oh no, Buzz!
that's really good.
God. I heard that from the living room 3 seconds ago, and I was like, what's going on? All right.
Oh, Slinky Dog. Raven is out.
Slinky Dog? Oh, poor Raven. Sorry, Raven.
Raven's out. Buzz, Christine, Justice are in. Bo Peep, Mercury's in. DJ Shenanigan, Buzz. Rock'em Sock'em Robots, says Paul. Were they Rock'em?
That's a good one.
There were. Yeah.
Very good, very good.
I think they're making another Toy Story. I think they're making 6 right now.
I don't think they're ever going to stop.
They shouldn't.
All right.
All right. Next up is Finding Nemo.
Ooh. Oh boy.
Five seconds.
Oh man. The only one I could think of in that movie is what I wrote down.
Me too. I can't think of the father's name. Go ahead, Aaron.
Did you say Dory?
Ah!
Sorry.
I said Dory.
I spelled it with an I. You spelled it with a Y. I don't know which one's correct.
Yeah, I think it's I. Is it
I'm
I?
totally out.
Okay, we have one more regular and then 3 squeezies that are going to be hard. That sounds weird. Okay. Janine would have had a field day with that. She's fun though. So the last easy one is The Incredibles.
Love The Incredibles.
That's a good movie. That's a really good movie. What was the name of the shark in Finding Nemo?
I think Bruce.
Bruce. Yes, it was Bruce.
Bruce.
So anybody got knocked out of Finding Nemo? Was Christine is out?
Bird is out 3 times again.
Poor Bird.
I really think she's right. I think her and Erin really think alike.
Yay. That can be your running mate. Sorry, she's running for president. Okay, The Incredibles gave you a lot of time. Violet. If you put Violet, the daughter.
Good one.
It's another. What's his name is in that? The guy who was the
Samuel L. Jackson.
who played Rex. Yeah, Samuel Jackson. He is in that.
Oh wait, the guy who played. Oh yeah, what's his name? The guy
Wallace
you love?
Shawn.
Wallace Shawn. By the way, that guy died today. The M. Night
Yeah.
Shyamalan guy.
What?
Emmett Walsh.
Emmett
Walsh.
Walsh.
That
Yeah,
was
I
the guy
know.
who you brought up when we were talking about M. Night. I think.
He was great. He was in a lot of.
Oh,
He's
ton
a
of
that
shit.
guy. A lot of shit that he's in the 80s and 90s.
I'm with
And I'm
Bird.
sorry.
By the way, I think. Sorry, Aaron. I think when we lose in this game, you have. I think if we ever had a physical manifestation of a set, once you're out, you have to go sit in a cuck chair. I think that's what.
Can you
only
AI
watch-
us into a cuck chair?
AI just watch. You're just watching the action from the side. That's it.
You've been cuck chaired.
I'm in the cuck chair. Bird's in the cuck chair. All right, go ahead, Aaron.
All right, these are the last 3, and they're all difficult. The first squeezy, is The Sword and the Stone.
Ooh,
Holy shit! I would.
that's a good one.
The sword? Can I say?
You can't say The Sword
My
or
ch-
the Stone.
Those are my choices. You just nailed it. Those are my 2 choices.
You can't name anybody from that?
The Sword and the Stone is Prince Valiant, Prince Charming. I don't even
No,
know.
stop it. Stop.
I don't,
You're
I don't
embarrassing
even know. I
yourself.
swear to God. Wasn't there a prince who pulls it out? Thought it was a prince of some sort.
Who do you think, in all of legend, who pulls the sword from the stone?
I know this. I know
Just
this.
forget the cartoon. Just know who.
The Knights of the Round Table. I know that's part of it, right?
I mean, that's part of the lore.
Camelot? Is it Camelot?
That's the place.
I can't think of. I don't know. I can't think of his name.
Okay, Aaron.
Before that, Lindy went to a hotel with 3 cuck chairs.
Oh my God.
What happened?
Lindy went to a hotel with 3 cuck chairs. I thought of it. See, you should have took a picture of those 3 chairs, and we would have AI'd ourselves in them.
Oh, that would have been the best ever. 3 cuck chairs is a lot of. You went to the orgy hotel place. That's a lot of
classy
cuck chairs.
joint.
Yeah.
See, Fly and Y knew the answer. Who King Arthur pulled the
King
sword
Arthur
from the
pulls
stone.
the sword out.
Right.
I don't know why I thought it was a prince.
So in Sword in the Stone, he's a kid throughout the whole movie. He's
Hold on.
like a 10-year-old or something.
Lindy, do you actually have a picture of the 3 chairs?
Oh, that would be
'Cause
great.
You could go ahead and email that over to mdchmedia@gmail.com right now.
I'm sorry to say that Lindy wins this round for taking a picture of the 3 cuck chairs, no matter what she put.
But I'm out. Doesn't matter. You win. You're a winner.
Okay.
So who was the Sword in the Stone?
Merlin, the wizard.
Merlin. Yes, Merlin. Love Merlin.
Merlin. Now, Aaron,
Yes.
did you look that up or did you just know
No,
it?
Oh, we're big fans of that. That's a great
Sword.
movie.
My favorite.
You knew it. Oh, that's your favorite.
Yes.
Let's see. You got Merlin. You got Archimedes. You got Mad Madam Mim. You got
Sorry.
what was his name? Squire or what do they call him? The kid. He's King Arthur.
Arthur. Wart.
I mean, I guess you call it Wart. And then you got the father and the stepbrother.
What's the brother's name? Oh, you think I'd know this? Oh
That's a
well.
tough one.
Kay. His name is Kay. Okay. Next up, the last 2 they're hard. Tangled.
That's what Lindy said when she was looking at all the. Never mind. Tangled.
Wait, I want to know. Did anybody who was out with the Sword in the Stone?
Oh, I think everybody. Pretty sure
Mercury
Aaron is
said
the only one who
Merlin,
knows.
but then she said, "Oh, you said Merlin. Merlin was the answer." Okay, so Mercury is out. Yeah,
Is Squiggy or Scooter in that movie? Because that's what Robin was guessing.
there's no Squiggy or Scooter.
Scooter, honestly, when it comes to Disney movies, Scooter's a safe guess. There's a good chance there's a Scooter somewhere in there.
Yeah, it looks like a lot of people are out.
The original title was The Squiggy in the Scooter.
Is anybody still in? Does it tell us if you're still in? We've got what, 5 more to go?
No, just 2 more.
Oh, 2 more to go.
Well,
2 more to go.
One is the Tangled, which I haven't said.
Oh, Tangled. Right.
Okay, it's Rapunzel because I can't.
I would have said what is his name? Pascal.
Yeah, Pascal.
Pascal.
He's the best one in that whole movie. He's my favorite. When she puts the crown on her head, and he's like, "No." That was so funny. That I didn't see that coming. It was so good.
Oh, Robin. I guess Remington for Bambi. That's funny.
Too soon.
Guess 2? What?
Remington, the gun.
For Bambi.
I'm going to take those 10 orphan children away from you, Robin. You keep that up. All right.
Is anybody still in? Did anybody get knocked out with Rapunzel? I don't think anybody is in anymore. I think they all got knocked out on Sword in the Stone because it's a tough one. That was a tough one.
Yeah, there's just one more if you want to just for the hell of it. It's Robin Hood.
That is my favorite Disney movie of all time.
I'm going back in, Frank. Let's me and you face off.
All right, me and you face off. Here we go.
All right.
Okay.
I feel like there's no way of doing like a sudden death version of this where Aaron just continuously names characters until one of us is out.
He names movies.
No, characters.
Oh, you want me to do that?
Like,
I see.
How do you do a sudden death round in this game?
Oh, so if she keeps naming Robin Hood characters until she gets one of ours?
Yeah. All right, first name your actual one.
Maid Marian.
Maid Marian. Okay.
So I put Lady Clark.
No, you can't say who it is.
You can't say. All right, it doesn't matter. Do you want to keep naming characters until one of you were out?
Oh shit! Right. Sorry.
Just said that.
I'll put the other one down real quick. The other one I had in mind.
Okay, I think this game is done.
Sorry.
So
funny.
All right, I wrote down a different one.
Okay.
Oh God, is it okay if I declare you and Miss Justice all winners? Everybody who played.
Everybody's a winner.
But Miss Justice is the ultimate winner. Thank you, guys. Thank you, lady, for thinking differently than me every single time. So
that's pretty funny.
Sheriff of Nottingham, very good. The guy was a dick.
I kind of want to do this now, but I don't want to put Aaron on the spot. Do you have a list of all the characters?
I have. Hold on. I have one more. I have one more movie.
Oh, was there one more? I thought that was the last one. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I was, but I cut one because I didn't want to do 17. So, okay, if you're ready.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the movie is Sleeping Beauty.
Oh, shit.
I can't name anybody in that. Who the hell is in Sleeping Beauty?
Do you want another movie?
No.
Oh, God damn it.
If I win this face-off by default.
Damn it, I think you're going to win by default here.
Oh, come on, man.
I can't name I don't know anybody in that.
Can I tell you something? I wrote something down confidently, and now I'm not sure if it's actually in this movie.
You guys are absolutely killing me.
It's better than what I wrote down.
Did you write down Scooter?
I did not write down Scooter. So, what was the thing?
Okay, the answer was Maleficent.
Maleficent. Okay, I wrote Prince Charming. Is that Sleeping Beauty or Snow White? I forgot.
Well, I thought we were. You know what, guys? I swear to God, I don't think this is working. But
Oh, you thought
now,
it was sudden death? Yeah, but he didn't write anything.
I
I
wrote
can't-
something, but I don't think it's right.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Oh, fuck.
you're
I'm
terrible
sorry.
at this. Anthony, you suck. Yeah, you did. All right. Well, that one
What did
didn't
you
work.
What
I
did you
wrote
write?
down.
now
It's
I
so
know.
stupid. I feel so stupid.
But now I know that that's how we play sudden death. I'll keep naming characters if it's down to 2 people in the future. Okay.
Wait, hold on. What did you write?
All right. I didn't know her name, so I wrote down Sleeping Beauty. What's her name?
Aurora.
Aurora. I knew it started with an A.
Aurora.
All right. So let's. Okay, do you have another movie in you?
Me or Anthony?
No,
You.
Yeah,
So
sure.
we could actually do this sudden death one.
God.
This is
Sure.
terrible.
Okay. The movie
Yeah.
is the movie is Cinderella.
fuck.
Oh my God.
Oh boy.
Oh, shit. Okay.
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 All right. Don't reveal. We keep going. And
Yeah. So Erin says the names until she gets one of ours.
Okay.
All right. The fairy godmother is number 1.
Nope. Safe.
2 is Gus Gus the mouse.
Nope.
3 is Prince Charming.
Nope.
So I was wrong about the Prince Charming before. Just to keep it track. Still good?
4 is Jack the mouse. Jacques or Jack, either way. That's his name.
Oh, I got so excited. I thought Frank was flipping his paper. Okay, go ahead.
I am not.
Okay. 5 is the wicked stepmother.
Hmm.
Nope.
6 is Lucifer the cat.
Well, this is getting intense.
I think I know what Anthony wrote down.
I think I know what Frank wrote down.
I have no idea what either of you wrote down.
It's not hard if you think about it. We're not good at this.
Cinderella.
That's the worst.
I couldn't name anybody.
Oh,
We both wrote down Cinderella. That was like my Sleeping Beauty from before.
Oh,
it
Oh,
feels
we're-
like at midnight something turned back into a cuck chair.
Scooter turns into a cup chair. That's how it is.
So tomorrow, when I get the cease and desist letter from Disney, you guys will support me, right?
Yeah, 100%.
I don't
Thank you
remember
so much.
I don't remember a cuck chair in any Disney movies. But then again, I haven't watched them close enough, so
That's true.
there could be one that
Congrats
we
to
didn't
Miss
see.
Justice. Thanks for playing, everybody. Good night.
Thank you, Erin.
Thanks, hon. Great job.
Good
A lot
job.
of fun.
She put up with a lot. This
Yeah,
round.
we were basically just we were off the rails. Erin did a great job. We didn't know what the hell we were doing.
All right, congratulations to Miss Justice, LPS champion for this Wednesday, March 20th.
Way to go.
Kudos. Don't forget to run on over to Amazon and grab Erin's book Oval, which is available now, hard copy or digital download.
Yes.
And that's it for us. We'll be back on Friday.
Love it.
Quick question.
Quick answer.
Will we get a royal family explanation between now and Friday's episode?
My bet, I don't know, but my bet would be after Easter.
I'm with Frank. I'm saying no, not between now and next and Friday's episode. I don't think we get it.
But if we do, you'll know
we'll have
about
it. Of course,
Yeah.
we'll have it for you. Thanks everybody for playing with us and all the comments and everything else. Appreciate everybody as always, and we'll catch you on the next episode.
Show me potato salad.
Maybe we should go now. Go ahead.